Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a final installment of the What If Naruto game a Rinnegan final. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave your comments down below, leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content, and check me out on my stream guys. It'll be crack up to hear what your guys' actual opinion is on my videos, on my live chat, you know, so I can actually respond to you then and there properly. And not only that, you guys can be exclusively there when I do certain type of what-offs that I may make and what I may not make, okay guys? But yeah, thank you guys for all your support in 2020, and I hope you guys are looking forward to Christmas. And I hope you guys are looking forward to a brand new year next year. But without further ado guys, let's get into this final installment of the What If Naruto game a Rinnegan final. So let's begin. So a quick recap, Naruto and the normal team went to the moon to defeat Toneri, take back Hanabi's eyes, and from there the last movie ended. From there Naruto also married Hinata under the same corny run, and they had Boruto and Himawari. So we're going to start in the Boruto era. So without further ado, let's begin. Now Naruto is still made the 7th Hokage, and in fact, thanks to him having a Rinnegan and the Sun Seal still on him, he's actually far more powerful than he was in canon, actually. And Naruto did not stop training, he actually pushed himself to get stronger and stronger as growing through his time period as Hokage or becoming one, you know. And not only that, also Sasuke is the same too. Sasuke still got both his arms and his Rinnegan and the Moon Seal. So that greatly increases Sasuke's power as well, his 6th possibility. So they both have pretty much as much power or more power in this arc now than they did in the war arc. More controlled, more disciplined, both Naruto and Sasuke, and it's easy for Sasuke to open portals to different dimensions, different places now, without running out of chakra that fast, but he still has a 6th possibility. And so while Sasuke is going to investigate the Kaguya ruins and all the different places around the world, Naruto is the 7th Hokage, and thanks to his shared vision with his shadow clones, he can see it all over the village when it comes to helping villagers, helping his people, helping his family. There's the one big difference with this Naruto compared to the canon Naruto. This Naruto hangs out with Boruto and helps train him, get him stronger, you know? Don't get me wrong though, this Boruto is really similar to canon Boruto, but he's not so needy. He's mischievous like his dad once was, but he's not as needy as the Boruto in canon. And so as Boruto trains, he actually gets really strong. He learns really well how to use Gentle Fist from his uncle Neji and his auntie Hanabi. So he gets really good at Gentle Fist, and not only that, Boruto also becomes better with Shadow Clones and chakra control thanks to Naruto's interactions. Now people stated in the comments stated I should give Boruto a Sharingan because of the Uchiha part in him thanks to the Rinnegan. I don't think I want to do that. Only reason why is because even though Naruto has an eye implant of the Rinnegan, I just don't think it works that way. So I'm not going to give it to him that, okay? This is my opinion. If you guys don't like it, then as you guys know, leave your comments down the bottom and make your own mod off, okay? But anyway, back to it. Boruto is really talented now, and he has the love of his father, and the village really love Naruto, okay? So as Naruto does his everyday life, does his everyday training, Sasuke always gives messages here and there, and not only that, because Sasuke can teleport much easier than he does in canon, he's more home often, so Sarada gets to see her father more as well. And so as the story progresses up to Boruto and Sarada joining Team 7, going through their various missions, Naruto and Sasuke are still investigating Kaguya's ruins and the Otsutsuki threat. And not only that, Toneri sends a message to Naruto stating that something's coming, something that he's trying to prevent is coming. He doesn't know when, but it is on its way. And then what happens is Toneri puts Naruto as a Rinnegan, and Naruto will just teleport in and own him. Toneri asks Naruto, he's got a gift for his son if you allow me to bestow it upon him. And Naruto's like, what is that? Toneri explains to Naruto it's a special power called the Pure Eye. Naruto goes, isn't that the Byakugan? He goes, yeah, the Jogan. And he goes, so what's that do? He goes, practically like the Byakugan, but it will help Boruto in the future just in case you guys fail at protecting the world, he'll be the next backup. Naruto looks at Toneri in the astral form. At first, Naruto doesn't agree, but he just states that as long as this doesn't affect or hurt my child, then I'll allow it. And so Toneri goes, "Thank you, Naruto." He goes to Boruto and he does the same thing in Dreamscape, states that he has a great destiny on his shoulders. You need to be the backup, you need to be the backbone to the Hidden Leaf, just in case your father, Sasuke, or anyone that's still there can't, okay? So Boruto gets the Jogon, and when he wakes up and he sees his dojutsu activated, he gets all excited and he rushes to tell Naruto. When he tells Naruto, at first he states he's got the Byakugan. Naruto goes, "I doubt that you got the Byakugan." But Boruto goes, "You don't believe me?" And Naruto goes, "No, I do believe you, but I don't think you have the Byakugan." And he goes, "Why is that?" "Well, as you see, your mother's eyes, your eyes were not like that, were they?" Boruto goes, "No." "Wait a minute, how did you know I?" And he goes, "I just got from the point of view that you stated I had the Byakugan in my eye." And Boruto said, strange. And so from there, Boruto's story with Hiyashi, Hinabi, Neji, all that still goes the same. He doesn't manifest the Jogon, but he has it, okay? And as Boruto goes through his life, it goes roughly similar, but he's more powerful. And so when, for instance, the incursion of Null comes and everything like that, Boruto still teleports him, Momoshiki, and the Team Rep chick to where Null is and everything like that. And Boruto still defeats him, in the sense where he pretty much finds his weak point and beats him. But because Boruto activated Jogon, one of my status, with that power he's able to tell his father how he does it. So after defeating Nolan, they come back and Team Rip gets reprimanded and everything like that. What ends up happening is Naruto walks over to him, puts the sun seal on Boruto's eye, and he puts some chakra in it. And as he removes his hand, he looks at Boruto, and his Jogon activates. And Naruto goes, "There it is." Boruto looks at Naruto and sees his chakra pathways, the power in his right hand, and he's like, "Incredible!" And he's like, "What's that?" And he goes, "Your chakra, your powers is just immense, father." And he goes, "Yes." He smiles at Boruto and he goes, "Well, at least you know you weren't lying. Now it's up to you to be able to activate and focus to use that power, Boruto. Don't you think?" Boruto looks down and he goes, "Yeah, I think." And he goes, "Don't you worry. Don't you worry. With a little help, maybe you can get there. Maybe you can get there much faster than Sasuke. Kid, my uncle Neji's here. He was a prodigy in the Hyuga. Maybe he can help you fully." Boruto kind of smiles. He goes, "Well, what about you, Dad? You do a special eye." And he goes, "This was given to me. This is a promise I've been trying to keep this whole time." And Boruto goes, "Well, this was given to me too, by a strange white man." And he goes, Naruto goes, "Did he have a moon on him?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "His name is Toneri Otsutsuki. He's the guardian of the moon. He's up there as we speak." Boruto goes, you know about this? You know about the side?" But Naruto goes, "Too much information to give you right now. Just know that you're special, my son." Boruto smiles and he goes, "Alright, am I able to?" And he goes, "Yeah, you may leave." Boruto leaves, and this is when Sasuke comes out of a portal. And when Sasuke comes out of the portal, this is when everyone starts to talk about the Chunin exams. Because he goes backwards and forth, you know? Sasuke does. And they discuss the Chunin exams and what needs to be done and what happens. Now around this point when it happens, this is when Shin comes and attacks the village. Okay? And he tries to get Sarada or Sasuke. But what happens is Sarada's looking for Boruto and they hang out. And when Sasuke does his normal rounds, he meets Sakura, but Sarada wasn't there, so he uses his abilities to track her. And he does a time-space bubble, and he appears right in front of Sarada outside the village. He goes, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, I was looking for Boruto." And she's happy to see her dad. But what ends up happening is Shin appears and goes to attack Sasuke. Sasuke pulls out his sword and easily deflects him, beats him down easy. And when Shin tries to control you do remote control viewing on his weapon, Sasuke does a Jidori with one hand. It's pretty similar to how he does in canon, and strikes him, drops him on the ground. And when Shin looks at Sasuke sees the Sharingan / Mangekyo, and the little fat one teleports, the little kind of face Sharingan teleports Shin and Sarada. When Sasuke sees this, Sasuke tries to use the Rinnegan to prevent it, but it already happens. Sarada gets taken, and Chocho, she gets taken as well, right in front of Sasuke, and Sasuke's like, "What the?" And he panics. Everyone's gone, he's looking around. Sasuke at first forcibly uses the Rinnegan to try to open the same portal, but it doesn't connect to it, and this makes Sasuke really angry, really angry. Sasuke instantly turns around, jumps back to a portal, and goes back to Naruto. Naruto's like, "What's the matter? What's happened? Sarada has been taken. So is Chocho." And Naruto's like, "What?" He gets up off the ground, and Naruto goes, "Shikamaru." He gets Shikamaru to watch the village, and goes, "What can we do to find him?" Sasuke goes, "He had the Sharingan." And Naruto goes, "Well, only one person we know clones people and helped with the development of the Sharingan, right?" And he goes, "Yes." And what happens is Naruto lets the village know that he's going away with Sasuke to retrieve Sarada. Sakura's angry, she says she's coming too. And she looks at both Sasuke and Naruto and like, "You get no choice." Sasuke goes, "Well then let me open a portal." Naruto goes, "No, you already used enough chakra." Naruto walks up and uses his Rinnegan to open a portal. And they all jump through and they appear right by Yamato, where Orochimaru base is. And when they appear by Yamato, what happens is right away Yamato's like, "Lord 7th, Sasuke, Sakura?" And then Naruto's like, "Yeah, Captain Yamato, nice to see you. How's your days going?" Goes, "Well, normal as days can go." And he goes, "Why are you here for, Lord 7th? And he goes, "I come to see Orochimaru." Sasuke already gone into the building, so is Sakura. And what happens is, where Sarada is, where she's been taken, Shin states that he's gonna take her eyes and forcefully make her dad come here. Sarada's angry and she's upset. Chocho is too, and they're surrounded by all these Shin clones. Now, against the story though, Sarada and Chocho talk to the Shins and find out that they're just used as vessels, as tools, as nothing. And this gets to Sarada and Chocho. Now, after their conversation, we head back to Orochimaru's base. Naruto, Sasuke immediately interrogates Orochimaru. Orochimaru's kind of taken aback. He goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." And Sasuke's aura begins to lightning, like black lightning, begins to appear around his body. He gets really frustrated, and Orochimaru can see this. He has a sweat down the side of his head, and he senses Sasuke's killing intent. Even Sakura is quite baffled. Naruto senses the chakra and appears right by Sasuke. And when Orochimaru sees Naruto, he sees two Rinnegan wielders. And he's kind of taken aback, and he goes, "I may not know who had taken your child, but I may have a connection upon who is responsible." And Sasuke goes, "Well, hurry up then." He goes, "Very well. The person that I think you're talking about is Shin. He was the person we used to develop Danzo's arm with all the Sharingan. His body is unique. He can accept any organ, any chakra into his body and not reject it." Sasuke goes, "Where can I find him?" And then Orochimaru gives Sasuke his location. Right away, without hesitating, Sasuke rushes out. And Orochimaru looks at Naruto and goes, "That boy, his wind has blown really strong. I've never seen him so strong before." And the same to Naruto goes, "When it comes to your own family, nothing matters more." And this opens Orochimaru's eyes. And so by this time, Sasuke is already outside manifesting the Susanoo, which pretty much scares Suigetsu. But when Sakura gets there, she's already in there, and Naruto appears as well. And so Sasuke goes, "We can go." Naruto can catch up. Sasuke and Sakura leave immediately. When Naruto gets outside, he sees Sasuke fly away, and Naruto just jumps in the air. Because he still has his 6-path abilities, he can still levitate, so he flies right after Sasuke. And he catches up to them pretty quickly, jumps into Sasuke's Susanoo, and goes, thank you for waiting." And Sasuke goes, "We have no time." "No time, my daughter." And Naruto goes, he places his hand on Sasuke's shoulder and goes, "I understand. If it was my son, I'll move the entire world to find my son. So what do you need, buddy?" Naruto smiles at Sasuke, and Sasuke goes, "You're still naive, idiot." Sakura's like, "Yeah, but he has the power to back him up, Sasuke." Sasuke looks at Sakura like, "Whose side are you on?" And so, as in per-canon, they arrive at Shin's base. Sasuke and Sakura land, and Naruto does too. And this is when all the Shins go to attack. Sasuke and them. Now, roughly at this point, Shin has removed Sarada's eyes. He's already knocked out Sarada and removed her eyes, but because he doesn't want to waste in Uchiha, because she hasn't even activated her Sharingan, what he does is he rips one of his son's eyes out and he injects Sarada with the Shin's DNA to accept any DNA at this present time. So when Shin's eyes are placed into her eyes, and she begins to, well, she's got a bandage over her head. Shin smiles and states that he has pure Sharingan here, not the clone ones. And when he manifests, they will, and then boom, massive eruption happens outside. Sasuke Susanoo just crashed on the ground, and everything like that. Sakura's already there, doing her massive havoc punches. And Naruto is defusing all the Shins using his shadow clones because he doesn't want to kill them. They're only kids to him, you know. And so Naruto makes 1,000 shadow clones and pretty much decimates all the Shins out there and restrains them. Sasuke's already blitzed through like black lightning, going right through the entire base trying to find them. And when Sasuke gets within, Shin chucks main Shin Uchiha. He chucks all his kunai, and they begin to remote control. Not only that, all the pipes that are in the building becomes a dangle out, and he controls them more too. And so as Sasuke appears, he tries to surprise Sasuke with an attack, but Sasuke's not even having the day. He instantly flexes his lightning strike everywhere, and does an almighty push, pushing all these things that are around him away. And then he turns into his perfect Susanoo, grabs Shin, pulls him and slams him into the ground, making him bleed. And the Sasuke puts a sword over his head. He goes, "Where's my daughter?" With so much anger, and what happens is the Susanoo blade gets coated with Amaterasu and black lightning. And Sakura can sense the absolute anger in Sasuke. Sasuke holds the blade over him, and what happens is Chocho managed to bring Sarada out because all the Shin clones are all distracted with Naruto. And when Sakura sees Sarada, she jumps out and runs over to and proceeds to heal her. She can feel that she's got eyes though, and so as she begins to heal Sarada's wounds, what happens is Sasuke is so furious. Naruto has already restrained majority of the Shins until Naruto goes, "Sasuke, you have your prisoner. We'll bring him back to the Hidden Leaf for questioning." When Shin hears that, he tries to make he tries to teleport again. But what happens is Naruto sees the little thing that's teleported them. So does Sasuke, and Sasuke just looks at it and throws the Amaterasu at it, burning it entirely. And so when Shin's been held in place, Sasuke holds him there, and Naruto goes, "Chuck him to me." He chucks Shin to Naruto, and Naruto grabs, does a magnet release Rinnegan and holds him in place, sealing him in place completely. And then after it does that, he places his hand on Shin, sealing him entirely with the Shikaku seal, because Naruto still has all the tail piece chakra. And in doing so, they hold them. Now when all the Shins are watching, they think they see an opening to attack Naruto. What happens is, just like in canon, Naruto turns around and his hand turns red. And when Shin sees Kurama, Naruto says, "Calm down, Kurama." Kurama's massive face scares all the Shins. But Sasuke not worried about all the Shins, he's worried about his daughter. He rushes over to her and he tells Naruto. Sasuke places his hand on Sarada's head, Sakura's healing her, and he goes to use his 6-pass seal. Now I believe Sasuke's seal is relatively the same as Naruto. If not, I'm just going to state that Sasuke tries to heal her with the seal, but he doesn't have the same amount of chakra as Naruto. So after Naruto restrains all the Shins and they all pretty much give up, and he's restraining the main Shin, he teleports with Sasuke, and he places the sun seal on Sarada's head, completely healing her. What happens is Sarada wakes up and her wounds are all healed up. She removes the bandages, and what happens is she opens her eyes, and at first Sasuke and Sakura and Naruto see the 3 Tomo Sharingan, but then it deactivates back to her normal eyes. And Sasuke goes, "What the?" And he looks over the Shin and he does a skeleton Susanoo with a sword. He wants to kill him, but Naruto goes, "No, Sasuke, Ibiki can get some information out of him. And what was his plans, what was his motives, all this stuff." And not only that, if I look at it, these kids, and then this is what Chocho states, these kids were only used as test dummies, Lord 7th. And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, he only used them for their organs, their everything like that to help with his cause, you know." And Naruto goes, "You know this?" And he goes, "Yeah, I actually Shins myself." And Naruto smiles and goes, "Good girl. Well, all you Shins could come along." Naruto chucks a truth seeking, or not, a chakra rod through Shin and pulls him close and holds him. And what happens is, because Naruto is the most chakra out of all of them combined, he waves his hands and opens up a portal right in front of them. Sasuke and Sakura hold Sarada close. And what happens is, Sarada's happy that her parents come to save her, but just seeing how overwhelmingly powerful Naruto is, but how restrained he is, and the fact that Naruto has a good heart, Sarada looks to be inspired to become Hokage. Now they get teleported back to the Hidden Leaf thanks to Naruto, and what happens is when they go through, they see all these little kids Shins come, and Naruto states that, he'll give Shin to Ibiki, and from there as well he'll take these younger Shins to Kabuto. And Sasuke goes, Kabuto? And he goes, well, Kabuto runs the orphanage in the Hidden Leaf. Might as well help him, you know. These kids are orphans, they need to be taught a different way. Don't you think, Sasuke? Me and you know what it's like to be orphans. Sasuke looks at Naruto and goes, very well, Naruto. And so Sasuke leaves with Sarada holding her, and so does Sakura. Sasuke still and Naruto and Sakura have in the back of their minds that Sarada had a 3-Tomo Sharingan already. And so Sasuke wonders did they replace the eyes with the Shin's one, and if so, if they had the Mangekyo like their kid, will her eyes activate? If she ever unlocks the Mangekyo, will they turn into eternal Mangekyo? Sasuke has all these questions, but Sarada is slightly traumatized. Anyway, things move forward, and all the Shins are with Kabuto, and the other Shins with Ibiki in prison. This is when the Chunin exams come to a head. Sasuke and them ask Sarada, does she want to do the Chunin exam? She goes, okay, she does. And so what happens is Sasuke trains Sarada while Naruto trains Boruto. And what happens is Sasuke helps Sarada activate the Sharingan. When she does, she activates the 3-Tomo Sharingan. And Sasuke is quite impressed. He's like, And so he begins to test her with her abilities, push her further, you know. He even shows her the Jidori and the fact that you need the Sharingan, the 3-Tomo Sharingan, to be able to perform said jutsu. Sasuke even teaches Sarada about copying ninjutsu and all that stuff, and genjutsu. Well, what now Sasuke finds out is Sarada is quite proficient at genjutsu and copycat jutsu. And Sasuke remarks, Kakashi Sensei was just like that too. And she goes, what? Old man, Lord 6. And she goes, yeah. He was the same. He has a Sharingan, and he did the same thing. He copied jutsu pretty well. His genjutsu wasn't on board, but his Sharingan with the copycat ninjutsu was on there. And Sarada smiles. And so from there, Sasuke goes, are you ready for the Chunin exam? She goes, yep. So she gets ready. Now Boruto and Naruto, Naruto helps Boruto in activating and deactivating the Jogan, but it's more roughly like the Byakugan. But none of that. Boruto learns how to use that time-space jutsu. I'm unsure if it was only exclusively to his dojutsu, but I'm just going to state that Boruto can, because I saw it on the anime, okay, even though it's not in manga, I'm allowed Boruto to have that time-space jutsu, but he teleports in and out, not in and out of dimensions, but around areas where he sees. And not only that, Naruto teaches Boruto the fundamentals of the Riinegan. Now, as the Chunin exams begin, things slightly go all relatively the same with them, if not better. Sarada and Boruto are even way more powerful than they are in canon, and because Mitsuki is really powerful already, they all do really well in the Chunin exams to the point where their team practically becomes the final. Now, roughly at this point, Boruto, even though he loves training with his dad, he wants to train with Uncle Sasuke. So he does. He goes to train with Sasuke and asks Sasuke to train with him. And Sasuke still asks Boruto, for me to train you, you need to learn how to do the Riinegan. Boruto shows the fundamentals of the mini Riinegan he makes. And Sasuke is smart. He goes, that's kind of puny compared to your dad's one. And your dad was his age, and Boruto gets angry and chucks the Riinegan. And the Riinegan destroys half the tree like it does in canon. But it's the vanishing Riinegan. Sasuke remarks and smiles. And he's just like his dad. And Naruto, Boruto runs away, but Sasuke appears right in front of him and goes, where you going? And he goes, you just mocked me and made me feel like I'm not good at all in the fact that I may not be your student. Sasuke goes, did I say that? No. In fact, you impressed me a lot, Boruto. And Sasuke smiles, and Boruto smiles and goes, so does that mean? Yes, I will train you, Boruto. I'll make sure you open your ears next time, eh? And Boruto smiles, alright, sensei. And Sasuke goes, where's Sarada? I think she went to go train with my dad. And Sasuke goes, she strives to be the Hokage like that idiot, eh? And Boruto goes, idiot? Oh, by the way, Uncle Sasuke, who's more powerful, you and my dad? You both have the same eyes, and you both have similar symbols. Well, Dad has a sun symbol on his right hand, and you have a moon symbol on your left hand. So who's more powerful? And Sasuke goes, well, you see, me and your father. And Boruto goes, it's my dad, isn't he? And Sasuke with the sweat down his head and he goes, yeah, do you seek to offend me, Boruto? Boruto goes, no, sensei. I just wanted to ask, that's all. I want to know what kind of gap I have, so when it gets to the point where I get strong enough to face my dad, then I will. And Sasuke goes, oh, okay. Oh, but before we start anyway, Boruto, can you? And Boruto activates the Jogan. And Sasuke goes, impressive. That's a different dojutsu. Have your Uncle Neji been teaching you? He goes, yeah. I learned gentle fist and everything. It goes, that's good. Now you'll utilize that ability with my abilities that I teach you, and maybe you can become something more unique. And so what happens as Sasuke trains Boruto and they get ready for the final exams. Naruto helps Sarada as well, because Sarada is Byakugan, Sharingan is a different one. Naruto sits there and he doesn't do what Sasuke would do, and instead Naruto tries to get Sarada to utilize other abilities. Sasuke and Naruto tests Sarada's taijutsu, seeing if she is up to scratch. But Sarada's main purpose in learning from Naruto is to understand someone with so much power is so humble. Why is that? And Naruto teaches her the fundamental that he was chastised as a kid. Everyone hated him because of what power he had. But after proving himself and building himself up, Naruto became the beacon of the village and beacon of the world. But he had someone that was behind him all the time that helped him, regardless of their position in the world. And Sarada goes, who's that? And he goes, your father. If I am the sun, your father is the moon. We go hand in hand with the helping this world. Your father was led astray down a bad path due to reasons when he was growing up. But that could have easily been me. And Sarada looks at Naruto. And she kind of has a tear in her eye, understanding what her dad must have gone through and what the Lord Seventh must have gone through. But Naruto goes, not to worry though. Your father was a changed shinobi just like I am. You guys all matter to me most. You guys are all my family. The entire head on leaf is my family, and I aim to protect everyone. You may not know this, Sarada, but all my clones that are out in the village, I see through all of them. Sarada's like, there's like a good 300-400 clones. And Naruto goes, yeah, I understand it's taken me a while, but I've learned how to master a shared vision through all my clones. So we're pretty much one and the same, all of them. This is how I can fundamentally help the village in such a unique way. And this makes them happy. And so what happens is Naruto goes, did you learn what you wanted to learn today? And Sarada goes, I really did, thank you, Lord Seventh. Naruto goes, oh, before you leave, are you able to? And Sarada activates the Sharingan. Naruto goes, good. Now I want to see if you can activate the Mangekyo. And she goes, the Mangekyo? And he goes, focus more chakra into your eyes. I want to see it, okay? I want to see if you can. And Sarada goes, she tries at first, she can't do it. Then Naruto goes, maybe it has to be the emotional state, just like your father did. Alright, here. Naruto places his hand on Sarada and gives her like a slight vision upon witnessing her parents dying in front of her and the village being destroyed. Things, see if Sarada would emotionally activate it, and when Naruto lets go, Sarada's Mangekyo activates, just like Shin's. But they don't turn into eternal Mangekyo. When Sarada's like, what did you do, Lord Seventh? Naruto goes, don't you worry. You do have the Mangekyo. And Sarada is slightly upset, but Naruto goes, he apologizes, but he states, you have a great power on your shoulder. And Naruto grabs a mirror and shows Sarada's eyes. She goes, are those? And he goes, you have the same Mangekyo as Shin does. Time for you to learn how to utilize that power sooner or later. I'm sorry, but I wanted to see if I can help you manifest your Mangekyo. And she smiles at Naruto and says thank you. And he goes, remember to feel that use that pain that I just imparted to you, and to see if you can utilize that power to its fullest. Sarada bounce to Naruto and thanks him, and she deactivates the Mangekyo, and she leaves happier than she did when she entered, knowing that she's learned more than she needed to. And so as the final of the Chunin exams begin, Isshiki challenges Shinken, and from there without using his full power, he loses, Chocho loses, everyone loses, but the finals is practically Boruto and Boruto, Sarada and Shinken from the Hidden Sand. Now right away Boruto and Sarada ready themselves to fight Shinken, and so he instantly goes on the defensive and offensive. Boruto activates the Jogan, and Sarada activates her 3-Tomo Sharingan. The moment this happened, everyone's like, whoa, these two. And then without even hesitating, Boruto goes max speed at Shinken, and he throws his massive magnetic fist at Boruto, but Boruto is able to easily backhand it and then find the weak spot in the hand, punching that weak spot in the iron hand, making it turn to dust, and he jumps at Shinken And when Shinken puts a barrier, Boruto gets into 8 trigram state and starts to break down all the sand defense weak points. And as this happens, Sarada appears right behind him with a lightning style and shoots it right at Shinken, but Shinken's able to put another barrier up to protect himself. He's actually taking it back, so he has to go full out. He pulls out his wings and flies in the air. And this is when Boruto and Sarada, they begin to utilize their full power. Sarada remembers what Naruto stated to her, and so she focuses, and as she focuses, she opens her eyes, and she activates the Mangekyo, and Sasuke sees this. Everyone's like, what? She's got the Mangekyo. And Boruto does the same. Well, not the Mangekyo, but he focuses what Sasuke told him. And I know that the abilities that Boruto has in this, and Boruto teleports behind Shinken because of his time-space ninjutsu. and what happens is Boruto has a Rinnegan. He jumps right at Shinken. He puts a barrier up, but Boruto makes a Rinnegan, and as it hits it, he powers up even more, makes it bigger and bigger, puts more lightning chakra into it. And as he does so, Boruto pushes the Rinnegan, blowing half the sand away, forcing Shinken out of his metal barrier. And then Sarada immediately appears with a lightning blade. But what happens is she puts the lightning blade right through the armor, but it doesn't stab Shinken, but instead touches him on the shoulder, stunning him and knocking him out. All the sand drops, and Boruto and Sarada are the last two standing. And this is when it comes to their fight that comes ahead. Sarada looks at Boruto and she has a Mangekyo, and Boruto looks at Sarada with his Jogon. And they're both ready to fight each other, but what happens is Naruto senses something. Now, Naruto has not been made aware that Killer Bee has been attacked and everything like that, and all the tail beasts, but gratefully Killer Bee and Ado still live, because it shows on the end credits of the movie, so I'm just going to say that they did live. But what happens is, as Naruto senses something, he jumps by Boruto and Sarada. He says, the Chunin exams is over, everyone leave now. And they're like, what? What's the matter? What's happening? And then right away, Momoshiki appears and goes to throw a kick at Naruto, but Naruto dodges it, grabs Boruto, jumps away. And Momoshiki goes, this vulgar creature, and sees Naruto's Rinnegan, and goes, Rinnegan. And then as they happen, Sasuke appears back behind Momoshiki with the lightning blade, black lightning blade, and he's about to hit Momoshiki, but Kinshiki comes in with his red axe, and he deflects it as much as he can, but Sasuke cuts right through, breaks Kinshiki's sword and smacks him onto the ground. And then what happens is Sasuke grabs Sarada and jumps her out of the stadium too. He tells everyone to leave. They get everyone to leave, and then Momoshiki and Kinshiki look at them and they see that both Naruto and Sasuke have Rinnegans. They look at Isshiki and they're like, what were you doing here if you hadn't warned us about that? Isshiki goes, he just slipped his mind. This pisses off Momoshiki massively. And so what happens, Isshiki fights, what happens is Gaara and Mizukage, but what happens is Momoshiki states that it's pointless, you're pointless. He opens his hand and he turns Isshiki into a chakra fruit and he eats him. Kinshiki sees this and he understands, he agrees, he eats him, and Momoshiki slightly gets more powerful. His eyes, his Rinnegan opens on his head. That's only it, and it's a yellow one, pretty much. So he has 3 Rinnegans, 2 on his hands and 1 on his head, and his Byakugan. When Naruto sees this, he goes, wow, did you see that? Sasuke goes, yeah. As everyone's leaving the stadium, Naruto's team that he helps to protect the village, they do a four-ring formation, but it's a purple one, to try to protect all the villagers, but Kinshiki is way too powerful. Powers up, smacks the ground, causing an earthquake, chucking all those guys away, and having everyone there, like, they still save all the civilians. Momoshiki's like, well now, you vulgar creatures have surpassed even my expectation on what you guys can achieve. But sadly, Kaguya failed. And so I'll be taking the chakra within you, Fox. And he looks at him and goes, is that right? By this time, Boruto and Sarada are out of the area. And so Momoshiki goes, yeah, he instantly flies in the air and does a giant BG bomb, but a bigger one, and chucks it right at Naruto. The moment Naruto sees this, he summons the Kurama avatar, but what happens is Naruto uses the Rinnegan to absorb the entire attack. Sasuke sees this and he appears down with partial form Susanoo, swipes at Toneri again, Momoshiki again. Momoshiki dodges it and Kinshiki goes to help, but Sasuke's Susanoo backhands Kinshiki. And so what happens is Sasuke goes, no, he goes, Naruto, if we keep fighting like this, we'll destroy the village. And Naruto goes, I get you. So he looks right at Momoshiki inside the Sasuke. Naruto goes, go! Sasuke rushes at Kinshiki and jumps on him, grabs him and they both time space themselves into another area. Both Momoshiki and Kinshiki. Naruto has Momoshiki, and they teleport by the tree in Canon, okay, where they normally fight. Naruto chucks them down and they begin their battle, and right away Momoshiki and Kinshiki are being pushed back dramatically against Naruto and Sasuke. These are full powered Naruto and Sasuke, and for them they try to attack them while their children were there, put everyone's on live. So Naruto and Sasuke are not holding back at all. Naruto goes, remember what the old man stated, Naruto? And he goes, yeah, I do. Naruto goes into 6-path Sage mode, and Sasuke instantly, his eternal Mangekyo and his right eye activates. What happens is Sasuke's tomos on his eyes are fully powered too, and he has black lightning coursing around his body. Naruto goes, let's see how they go against us truly, eh, Naruto? Naruto goes, alright. They go, let's go. Naruto instantly blitzes in and begins to beat down Momoshiki hard, and Kinshiki gets beat down hard. Even though Momoshiki has the third Rinnegan, he can't even keep up with Naruto. Naruto slams and smashes him everywhere, and so does Sasuke. But the mistake was Sasuke punching Kinshiki next to Momoshiki. What happens is Momoshiki absorbs Kinshiki and begins to eat him, and he turns into that real awesome looking Momoshiki form, but with a third Rinnegan on his head. When Naruto and Sasuke see this, they stand down and they're like, so he's going all out, I see. Well, no, Sasuke, are we going to hold back? And Sasuke smiles, not a chance. And Naruto goes, let me give this a go. He looks right at Momoshiki, closes his other eye and goes, Limbo! And Sasuke sees that Naruto, an invisible Naruto clone, rushes at Momoshiki. But luckily for Momoshiki, he has Rinnegan, so he can see exactly what is happening. But when they get hit by them, because there's 4 Limbos, okay? They go to attack Momoshiki. Sasuke sees this, he instantly teleports. He blocks the other one. Well, he swaps with one of the Limbo clones, and he appears right by Momoshiki, chucking a lightning blade. Momoshiki catches the hand, and Sasuke goes, gotcha, teleports away. And Sasuke is like, oh. Momoshiki gets stunned by the attack, and Naruto appears right behind him, punching Momoshiki around the back of the head, sending him flying. And Naruto and Sasuke begin to destroy him, begin to annihilate him. Momoshiki tries, but Naruto and Sasuke are just too powerful. They smash them down, everything like that. And what happens is the only situation that is different is Boruto doesn't want to miss this at all. Neither does Sarada. So both Boruto and Sarada focus their chakra, but because Boruto's time space ability is much more honed, he focuses on his dad's chakra and he goes, I got it, Sarada! Raises his hands out and he teleports him and Sarada to Momoshiki's in the battle area. And when they get there, they get immediately hit by the shockwave of Naruto and Sasuke's fight with Momoshiki. And what happens is Sasuke and Naruto instantly sense the 2 kids there, and they look back and Sasuke goes, what the hell? And Naruto goes, that boy! It looks like Momoshiki used this chance to chuck multiple Biju bombs at them, or Biju sized bombs at them just to keep the distance, and then Momoshiki eats a lot of his chakra fruits. He sees Boruto and Sarada and rushes to them. And he goes to try to hold them hostage or ransom to kill them. When Momoshiki sees Boruto's Jogan, he's like, the Jogan! Naruto appears right behind him, kicking Momoshiki right in the face. And Sasuke appears behind him, slamming his fist into Momoshiki's back, punching him into the ground. And Naruto, without even hesitating, instantly goes to full Nine-Tails Kurama state, and the 6-part version, and he goes big as Sasuke jumps into Naruto's Nine-Tails as well, and he instantly envelops the Nine-Tails with the Susanoo. When Momoshiki sees this, he does his gigantic earth monkey, whatever weapon he does, and he tries to fight them, but Naruto and Sasuke are not even having it. They plunge the sword right through the monster, the beast, slamming him into the ground, holding him in place, and Naruto slices right up, cutting it in half, forcing Momoshiki out of it, because it was just nothing. When Boruto sees his chance to try and help, he gets Sarada to help him with the Riinegan. She helps rotate the chakra because you can see it with him, the Sharingan. And as they power up the attack, Naruto goes, no, you two. Naruto opens a portal and he goes, great that you guys come, but no. He opens a portal and the Boruto, no father, that wicked. Naruto goes, I'm sorry. He pushes both of them in. Well, Sasuke actually pushes both of them into the portal, and they fall on top of the Hokage building. And they're like, man, we want to see their fight. Naruto then turn back and Momoshiki's flying in the air. And Naruto goes, Sasuke, together. They both raise their hands So Naruto raises his right hand, and Sasuke raises his other hand, the left hand. And with this, their abilities, they do a Jubaku, they do a planetary devastation, and they seal Momoshiki in this giant moon. And Momoshiki can't do nothing because he's pretty much zapped out of chakra. Like he's trying to get up, but both Naruto and Sasuke are sealed him in this miniature moon. And then Naruto, what happens is he grabs a true second orb and powers it up with Shukaku seal, and he chucks about 100 of them on that moon. And that's permanently sealing Momoshiki in there, and leaving it floating in that dead space where that tree is. Naruto goes, but it's not massive though. The size of it is roughly the same size as what Sasuke did, but it's more compressed. Momoshiki's permanently held in place with these seals all around him. And Naruto goes, we should take this to Toneri. Sasuke goes, we should destroy him. He goes, maybe more of them will come if they do. Sasuke goes, well then, as long as you know what you're doing, Naruto. Naruto goes, thank you, Sasuke. Naruto pulls the miniature moon that he has, and teleports it within the moon where Toneri is. But when Naruto goes to look for Toneri, he don't sense him. He don't feel him at all. When he goes to look around fully, Naruto flies around, doesn't feel Toneri at all until he looks outside the moon and sees him locked in place. Naruto teleports by him and he releases him from the prison that Isshiki has placed upon him. Toneri comes out and thanks Naruto, and Naruto goes, well, here's another one, here's what your plan was here to protect, right? Naruto shows Toneri that he has captured Momoshiki and he put him in his place, and then, so Toneri locks them up pretty much in the moon. As this is all going down, Isshiki Otsutsuki or Jigen have his spies watching this whole event go down, and as from his perspective he goes, unless I now have something for my 10 tails to eat to help complete the divine tree again. And he smiles. Momoshiki, you stupid bastard. And then Jigen turns back away to the Kara members. And from majority of the story goes the same, but unfortunately Boruto don't have the Karma Cell. So the Boruto series goes all the way the same up until the point where Kawaki is introduced, to be honest. But things dramatically change, because when Kawaki does the attack, Boruto uses his time space due to teleport everyone away, and he teleports them back, but he's slightly low on chakra. Sarada activates the Mangekyo and does the remote control on all the earth and the rocks that are around, and she kind of chucks it at Kawaki. But what happens is Kashin Koji appears, and he tries to take what's his name? He tries to take Kawaki, but what ends up happening is, because Konohamaru is smart, he grabs a seal to summon one of Naruto's clones, and he summons one of Naruto's clones. The moment Kashin Koji sees Naruto and Naruto sees the clone, Kashin Koji, Boruto states everything, and so Naruto appears and Kashin Koji tries to fight, but Naruto just backhands him away. He grabs Kawaki and they teleport to the village. Now when Jigen finds out about this, he's really pissed off, okay? And Naruto finds out everything about Kawaki, what has happened to him, and over the period of time, Naruto adopts him and loves him like a son. Just like Boruto. They still clash, but they become friends over a period of time, and the storyline roughly goes the same up until the point where Jigen teleports to grab Boruto into the village, and he grabs Kawaki, but what ends up happening is Naruto goes with Jigen to that time space dimension where he's at, and Naruto instantly goes to the 6th path sage mode, his powerful one, with the Sun Seal of course. And what happens is when Naruto's fighting there, because Sasuke could sense that Naruto left, Sasuke immediately appears as well, and he kicks Jigen right in the face, sending him flying. Now because both Sasuke and Naruto have retained their 6th path powers, and they both have Rinnegan, they have a greater chance of fighting this being. When Jigen tries to do his miniaturized chakra rods, at first they manage to get them about good 3 or 4 times, but then Naruto realizes what he's doing. And so Naruto goes, okay, then he does Limbo. His Limbo clones go to fight Jigen. Jigen does really well against them, because he can just sense them. But this gives Naruto time for them to remove the chakra rods. But what happens is Naruto does a true second orb and shoots it right behind Jigen's leg, holding him in place. When Jigen sees this, he tries to grab it, but what ends up happening is 3 more chakra rods come from Sasuke, pierce Jigen. Jigen tries to even go into his Isshiki mode, but thanks to Naruto having the sealing jutsu formula into it, he holds Jigen in place. Sasuke and Naruto both combine their attacks massively because they sense that this guy is really powerful, and without holding back, Naruto and Sasuke put everything they have in this one attack, and they end up destroying Jigen's body, completely destroying him. But because Kawaki has the Karma Seal on him, Jigen can die happy knowing that Kawaki has the Karma Seal within him. So as Sasuke and Naruto kill Jigen, and what happens is they end, he teleports back to the Hidden Leaf Village, and Kawaki's quite shocked at Naruto and Sasuke. Well, Naruto won with Sasuke against Jigen. But Naruto and Sasuke don't know that Kawaki has a Karma Seal in his hand, okay, and he's going to be revived. And from there, our story is going to go relatively the same, but not at the same time, because, well, Jigen's still within Kawaki, or Isshiki is still within Kawaki. He hasn't resurrected yet, so his power is still fully within him. Okay, guys? And that's where we're going to leave this what if, guys. I'm going to let you know why I left this what if the way it is because the Boruto manga has not finished, and what I've watched is Naruto and Sasuke, when they fought this Jigen, the Isshiki, the full powered one at least, and Naruto uses Bion mode. What ends up happening, spoilers alert by the way, Boruto takes out Sasuke's eyes, and Isshiki rushes to Kawaki and places his seal upon Kawaki's on him again. So Kawaki now has the Karma Seal back on him. So that's the reason why I'm gonna leave the what if the way I did. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys like this. Please like and subscribe. Leave the comments down below. Leave the bell notification on so you guys be first to get my new content. And as I said before, check me out on my gaming stream. Mark me if you like. It's quite cracker. Okay, within reason. All right. But yeah, I hope you guys understand the reason why I left it this way, and I hope you guys have a good day. But as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.